I'm so excited. We're finally here. It is Yellowjackets Season 3, Episode 1. Obviously, you can check out my reactions to the first 2 seasons on my channel as well. It's been a long time coming. The show has been very intense. Very curious to see where we're going to go in the 3rd season. The 2nd season wasn't my favorite. I definitely like the 1st season more, and I don't know how many seasons they have planned for the run of this show. Something I do hope we get to see eventually is the girls coming back, like how are they rescued? What does that look like? To me, that's kind of like the last big piece. There's still lots of mysteries. There's still lots of things going on that haven't been fully explained, but to me, that's one of the scenes that I'm dying to see what that's like. How are they found? Who rescues them? How do they come back? And just kind of that aftermath of them first returning. We obviously see them as adults and we have them in the cabin. Season 2, a lot happened. We lost Natalie at the end of the last season. Misty accidentally injects her and kills her. So I really love Juliette Lewis's character, as she was so good, and the actress who plays teenage Natalie as well, which I know we will still get. But yeah, I'm gonna miss her. I don't know where they're gonna go now, especially since Misty is the one who did it. Everybody witnessed it. We have the coach is hanging out in a cave somewhere. Natalie tells him that he doesn't belong here. Obviously the group in the woods is starting to do some things that he definitely doesn't agree with, but he's also injured. So I honestly thought the coach would last maybe 2 minutes after they landed. I thought he would be the first to go. Lottie obviously has been struggling with some mental health issues, whether that's schizophrenia. We know she was on some medication. The therapist that she was talking to is in fact a hallucination. She was running this wellness retreat in the last season and had some very questionable things going on. We had the introduction of Elijah Wood, Walter's character in the previous season, who was this perfect match for Misty in all the wrong ways and the right ways, I guess, if you're Misty. And he kills Kevin, the police officer who was investigating Adam's death, which we know was in fact Shauna, and they found Adam's torso, his body, and I don't know where that's going to go, if someone else is going to start investigating the case. Ty's having her hallucinations again as well. Something is definitely not right there, and her family is in the hospital. There was that car accident, and she's reconnected with Van in the present day. We know Van has cancer and has, just a couple of months to live. So yeah, lots of pieces still at play, lots of things that still need to be sorted out. We saw in the wilderness, the girls lose their cabin. It's set on fire. We don't really know how yet, but the entire thing is burnt and gone. And they had that shot of it just being, engulfed by flames. So I'm anticipating some new sets in the season. Where the girls gonna go? It's the middle of winter. They're in the middle of the woods. The cabin was the only thing that really got them this far, so I don't know where they're gonna go. And Natalie now has this kind of power position as the leader in the woods, and she obviously can shoot. She's able to get food for them, and her and Lottie kind of have this power struggle. A big season, a lot happened, so I'm very curious to see where we're gonna pick up, if we're gonna do a time jump, if Ghost Jackie will be back. No idea. Very anxious and excited to finally get back into the creepy world of Yellowjackets. So thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Oh, no new intro. I was very curious to see if they would change it from the previous season, but right into it. Okay, and it's summer now. Yeah, and the whole concept of, is it the wilderness? Oh, split screen. Or is it just them? Ooh. Oh, no. Shauna. Is that a knife? Oh my god, straight to biting. Cheese and rice.
You know the rules, Mari. You get tagged, you give it up. I don't have it.
I thought they were chasing her for much different reasons. Are they just playing an elaborate game of hide and seek? What is this? And they always have such great soundtracks. I thought they were going very different direction. Okay, here we go. I was like, we gotta get the title. Same song. It does seem very similar to the previous 2 seasons so far. Maybe a couple new shots. Oh, Jackie. Yeah, I definitely feel like they added a couple clips, which is nice to have it just updated throughout the seasons. How did they get through the winter, though? I mean, we're skipping right to summer. They've obviously learned to make shelter, but winter still, though. Like, how did they get through that? Were they able to save some things from the cabin, it looks like? They got a garden, a little bunny. Oh, no. Oh, no, don't let Shauna see him. Oh, gosh. Maybe that means they're stop unaliving each other, though? And Travis playing telephone. And this song makes it feel very idyllic, which it is not. Like, from a glance, you're like, they're hanging out, you know, having fun, but obviously we know something dark is lurking.
You don't have to do anything, Shauna. I was just checking in.
And I deeply appreciate it, my queen.
Well, things aren't tense here at all. And to see Natalie's hair dye finally grow out, I was like, how could she maintain this blonde?
Before we get started, congratulations to the winners of Capture the Bone, a name I still think we should consider workshopping further. I hope the rest of you enjoy being our servants for the day. Yeah! Now let's get started, shall we?
Honestly, yeah, from a distance it feels like just girls at summer camp.
On the Yellowjackets.
Hey, that's the name of the movie.
Cruel hand of fate, and by mechanical failure, or possibly pilot error, unclear, but...
Great, we still have no idea how the plane even crashed.
Blizzards, they survived the shit bucket.
A hazard of any outdoor adventure, let's be honest.
That kind of thing, high school soccer coach? You bet your ass they could.
Does that mean Coach is dead? What?
How's this story for you? Once upon a time, a bunch of teenage girls got stranded in the wilderness and they went completely fucking nuts.
I mean, yeah, that is the plot of our story, for sure.
They worshipped evil spirits and they hunted their friends and they feasted on their flesh and they fucking liked it. So they told...
I mean, they're not wrong.
Does not end here.
So, okay, we're just going straight into spring. I thought it was summer, but still.
They could never go home again because of what they've done.
Yeah, they've done some things, for sure. It would be hard just to go back and ignore that.
Is that... Callie, have you been smoking chronic?
Shauna.
Are we done here?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. It's not my place.
Misty is not one without her flaws. That is an understatement of the year. Oh, he's giving back his key.
Oh, that. I wasn't even sure I should tell you about it, or just handle it myself.
Or was he not supposed to have a key? What's going on?
I guess. I'm happy to handle it, if you're not feeling up to it.
I'll take care of it.
Yeah, we know Misty is killed before, but I think she genuinely feels bad about killing Natalie. It was an accident, but still, I think she just still feels horrible. Of course, she's gonna go check out the storage unit. This was like, she just wanted friends. Again, not excusing any of her behavior at all. This is Natalie's mom. We know her dad obviously died. But is this gonna be her mom? Oh.
Anyhow, it's over now.
Okay.
Well, okay, not once, two. We knew they weren't close, so I'm not surprised she's not giving a very heartfelt speech, but you'd think you'd expect a little bit more, but here we are, short and sweet, all right.
Say, ate each other. I mean, That was never one for bullshit. I feel like she'd appreciate us just going right at it.
I don't think Van has told anybody about her cancer other than Ty.
Lottie's not here either. Because she's in a facility for the differently sane.
Yeah, we saw her being arrested at the end of the last episode from season 2, so...
Citizen Detective Quigley could have found out some other way. She's probably bugged the table and she's listening right now.
I wouldn't put it past her, but I don't think she is. More like creepily watching from afar. Going through all her stuff and all her photos and everything. Mugshot. Misty is organized. Deeply disturbed, but organized. I'll give her that.
Help me with this.
What is that a leg of? Do I want to know?
Don't. Can't believe we didn't eat that bitch first.
How do you really feel?
Mari's so dumb. I heard she chipped a tooth on her vibrator.
You like actually have a personality?
Rude. Okay. But you can definitely see some like cliche, like cliques forming and stuff.
Oops, my bad.
Yeah, and we saw in like the previous season, some characters didn't really have a lot of speaking parts. There was a big group of girls. Obviously, as the numbers are getting smaller, their personalities are starting to come out more.
You were the MVP today. You should just relax. Enjoy it.
Okay.
Misty loves to be validated, so...
You guys, we've talked about this. There's no way that he's alive.
Nah.
I've scouted every inch of this place for miles. There's no sign of him.
The coach, I'm assuming? Yeah, he was in the caves.
Coach is dead.
I don't know how he would have survived by himself in a cave on crutches in the winter. Defies logic. Oh, he set up some traps? Okay, interesting.
I guess that's it.
Okay.
And we haven't seen adult coach, like, in the present day, so no idea whether he makes it back.
With here.
That's my point, Nat. Maybe out here, it's all life or death. Don't forget what happened to Jackie.
Ghost Jackie. Yeah, obviously, after a certain amount of time, people would start to get on your nerves. You would get along better with other people, and naturally you'd form these different groups. And Shauna definitely seems to be more of an outsider at the moment and is making fun of everything that they're doing. And I don't know how Coach is gonna make it. What's under there? I thought it was a trap, maybe? Like, obviously it sounded hollow, but... Qu'est-ce que c'est? I don't is those supposed to be somebody's initials? I don't recognize... Well, this seems like a very convenient find. Food, medicine, some fuel, bear spray... Why is it buried here? Was this Misty? What's going on? Peanut butter protein bars? Oh, I would be busting into that in 2 seconds, buddy. It would probably be like a hockey puck, but I don't care. I'd break a tooth on that thing, man. He's so excited. Eating the wrapper and all. Yep.
Happy? That way when I flatline, everyone will know they can go to lunch.
Don't shut me out.
I'm glad these two reconnected, and I'm very sad if we're gonna lose Van. What's that gonna mean?
Can I at least take you to dinner? If you're up for it, I feel like we can both stand to get out of this house.
Is she asking her out?
I just told you to go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
And it'll be stupidly expensive, and I'm paying.
She's like, okay. But yeah, obviously we know these two broke up at some point in the future. They both made it back as adults and continued to date, but it sounds like Ty wanted different things, and yeah, now is trying to get back together as Van's dying.
Good job.
And this is what you chose?
My application is pending at NASA.
Give me the bag, Randy.
Randy, is this their like knockoff of Uber Eats, Swift Eats? They didn't get the rights for Uber Eats.
Did you ever notice that everything and nothing are both filled with things?
Okay, he's just a little bit high with Lottie. Yeah.
So
You know, it's okay to be angry about what happened to Javi.
That was a dark, dark time. Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Shrinks. Plural.
Yeah, we know when they first got there that she had some medication and stuff in her bag, and obviously she's had some hallucinations.
And then you got out here and you started seeing things again.
Well, I mean, she ran out of medication. Like, it was inevitable.
No, they're screaming.
What? How was that possible? Oh, Travis. The trees are screaming? He's on a lot of drugs. I was wondering if we would see the symbol again, but we haven't seen it yet.
that's pretty good.
Now how is he gonna get all these out of here? Hey man, enjoy those protein bars.
Guts. Our daughter was suspended for assaulting girls with guts?
Is that what she ordered for food? Oh god, it was in the bag.
I just said that their parents are calling it assault.
Calling it.
And we're sure, jeez.
Yeah, those girls were talking poorly about her mom at the school.
Right? Maybe it was some kind of statement, do you think? Or like, I don't know, Gen Z TikTok bullshit.
No, she's just had a really weird year. Found out that her mom killed somebody. Saw Natalie die. Like, it's been a minute.
You're hungry?
And she's high also. She's having chips.
Then what, Shauna? Because 6 weeks ago, our daughter saw your friends wearing animal masks chasing you through the woods.
Yeah, obviously she's freaking out a little bit. Yep.
Who's in the loony bin now, and then she watched Natalie die.
And you're wondering why she's acting strange.
Did you smoke some chronic?
Jeff. Oh, Jeff, so innocent.
Foie gras with our house-made cotton candy. Chef recommends 1 bite.
Thank you for making
Cotton candy frogwa. Never.
Guy just to get us in. We doing this?
I thought she was a vegan or a vegetarian.
Yeah, back. Excuse me, darling. I just need to use the ladies' room.
Are they gonna dine and dash at this very fancy restaurant?
it away from you is a torture.
These two. Stop.
Excuse me. Ma'am.
Tides waiter. What?
Forgot to pay. No, they know what they're doing.
In pursuit.
Hello?
In pursuit. Oh, a little chase sequence. Okay, how fun. Of course, with this great 80s song as these two run away. This guy's determined. Oh god, don't get hit by a bus. Cheese and rice. That would have been grim. So grim.
Hey, man. You okay?
Oh, now he's having a heart attack?
Hey.
Oh my god.
Sir? Sir.
Saved him from the bus. He's having a heart attack for sure. Yeah, the shock. Oh my gosh. I'm sure there was cameras in that restaurant or something. I don't know what their budget is for songs in the show. It's got to be through the frickin' roof, but it's so good. And I guess they're getting back together here. A smooch. Oh, is the no eye man back? We never really solved that mystery, did we? Her hallucinations.
Raised venison stew served with our finest vintage of berry wine.
Wow, Shauna!
Bon appetit.
Wow, 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 wow. These two are not even playing nice anymore.
You hungry?
Not anymore.
The fuck? Shauna just spit in my food. Oh, here we go.
It's definitely juvenile, but they hate each other.
What? Jesus Christ, Shauna, did you spit in her soup?
What? No, the fact that you even think I would is insulting.
Oh, Shauna, you're such a manipulative little so-and-so.
You should eat. I worked hard to make it.
This is gonna end badly. This is gonna end so badly.
I should fucking kick your ass.
Oh, hair pulling. Oh, she didn't mean eat it.
Starting tomorrow, you're both in house arrest. Stay in your shelters. I don't want to see your faces for a week, okay? Got it?
You're in timeout. You've been grounded.
This is bullshit. She attacked me. Keep going, Mara. I'll make it 2 weeks.
You want to make it 4? Keep talking. If you've never heard that speech before, you've never been grounded.
Fuck this. No, screw all of you.
It's getting real Lord of the Flies in here. Where's she gonna go? She gonna walk home? Come on. And she's wearing Natalie's leather jacket and going to like a biker bar.
My taxes.
Joan Jett, great song. Oh no, Cherry Bomb. My bad.
Wait. Scratch that. I have a whiskey.
She's trying so hard to be Natalie, drinking like her, wearing her clothes, trying to be tough.
You can do your taxes early, but not this early, right?
That's only something she would think is so funny. Oh, Misty. Everybody grieves in different ways. This is her plan. Yep, she's not tough enough for whiskey straight. She's like, what would Natalie do in this situation? Would she sleep with this random at the bar?
Keep them coming.
This guy with his mustache is like, yeah, all right, this is the tough lady. Leather jacket, whiskey shots.
Another.
Oh my god, the split screen. She's not gonna make it out of here. That's like 6 shots. She can barely talk.
I think you've had enough.
You shouldn't take shit from dirtbags like that.
Oh, we got Ghost Natalie.
Take shit from anyone.
Here we go. Ghost Jackie's out, Ghost Natalie's in.
You got a problem with my jacket?
What?
She's drunk with her cat sweater. I can't. So cute.
Take your shit, you know. I know I don't look like someone that you need to be worried about, but...
Don't underestimate Misty. That's a big problem. Weird approach. Oh, she is lighting dicks on fire. Oh god.
Lighter. I know someone smokes in here who's gotta let... Whoa. Do not touch the jacket.
Oh, Misty. And yeah, she's out.
Security.
7 shots and she's down.
Up there, and it almost killed the president. Which president? I don't know. Trump?
Homeschooling.
See the whole thing? Do you have it on video? Yeah, Alana took it.
These two are similar in some eerie ways.
Are you recording? Hell yeah.
Bag of guts. Here we go. Oh my god. The bag is just like soaking in the bottom.
Did you guys see her the other day with her boyfriend?
Oh, sad.
So much better looking. Sad. Like
I'm so glad cell phones weren't a thing when I was in high school. Like, they were, but not to the extent of this.
Pack my lunch. I have...
Oh! That is so messed up. From above. Yeah. That's gonna be a memorable moment for them for the rest of their lives. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, that's just fucking hilarious. It's
so grim. So grim. Of course Shauna approves. Yeah. Oh, man. These two. Play it again. She's not, like, scolding her.
I know I don't look dangerous, but don't fuck with me.
It's Walter. I love it. She's so good at trying to be so tough, but she's not.
No one answered until he got to W.
Oh, that's so sad. Walter would be at the end of the list. After everything they went through, like, I know Misty is very messed up.
I miss her so much.
This
is my fault!
Hey.
Oh, Misty. Again, she is not innocent in many, many things. But I think deep down she always thought her friends would be there and wanted them to be there, and now nobody's showing up for her. Which again, she's definitely done some things. I'm not saying I would answer that call, but still. I just feel bad for her at the same time. The symbol. Is this from Lottie? What's going on? Okay, very interesting. And this POV, I don't like this.
Bed.
Okay.
But what's on the tape? Very suspicious. Oh, the 3 graves. That does seem risky considering they live in a forest, but I appreciate the symbolism.
Watch over us. Watch over us. We call the Jackie. Now with the wilderness.
I miss Jackie.
We called her the child. Now with the wilderness.
Yeah, did they ever name him? I can't remember. Are those birds? And of course, just after they finish talking about the 3 ghosts, what is that sound?
Oh my god. Travis, is that what you heard?
The trees screaming. Lottie can hear it now. Oh, Coach, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Oh, she fell and broke her leg. Oh, gosh. What are you gonna do, Coach? I'm worried. So that was my first time watching Yellowjackets Season 3, Episode 1. It was definitely a bit of a slower episode. I feel like we're setting things up. We have, obviously dealing with some things from the previous season, but it makes me worried because I'm thinking, is it slow now and is going to stay slow throughout the entire season? There's only 2 episodes out right now. They'll be released, every week as the show airs. And is it going to be, really slow now and then just chaos for the rest of the season? I have no idea. And again, I don't know how many seasons they have planned for this show. We definitely saw Misty dealing with the aftermath of Natalie's death. We have a quick funeral scene, but it's very much like not, the main focal point of this episode. I'm glad we at least had that. But yeah, it was very quick. And Natalie's mom speaks and that's it. None of the girls speak, nothing. They just move on. And Misty goes through a storage locker, obviously. And to see Misty, channel her grief by trying to be more like Natalie, be tough and kind of this rock star approach and shots of whiskey and leather jacket. She's got the dark eyeliner and telling men she's going to set their dicks on fire and, trying to embody Natalie in the best way she can. But at the core is still very much Misty. She's got her cat sweater and still is her and just trying to be tough. And again, grief can appear in many, many different ways, and everybody processes it differently. So I think this was her way of processing it, was surrounding herself with things that remind her of Natalie, a bar and whiskey and the leather jacket, and trying to get as close to that person that's no longer there as possible. And, she's pushing Walter away, even though he wasn't involved in this. Obviously, he was there at the commune when this happened, but he wasn't at that actual scene, when this happened. And, Misty obviously feels so guilty for this, and Like I said, we know Misty has killed people before. This obviously was very different. We know Misty is very insecure and needs her friends and needs that validation. And to hear Walter say that they called everybody in her phone and no one answered until they got to Walter. And of course, he shows up. And again, they also have some very weird common interests, but he at least shows up and none of her friends answer. And again, I know that Misty's friends isn't really mutual. They don't really like her. You know, they ask where she is at the funeral, but don't call, you know, they're not checking up on her. They know she's the one who did it, and they're not really, you know, trying to send that olive branch. Even they wonder if Ty even told her about it. Like, she's definitely been on the outs, obviously for many reasons, but see her break down. She starts crying in front of Walter, and again, I think this is the first time she's maybe felt bad about killing somebody, and the fact that it was someone she was, you know, obviously considered a friend. So it was interesting to see her process that grief. It does seem like the investigation into Adam's death is gone. There was no mention of it. No one mentions Kevin, the police officer. Nothing, you know, whatever happened to the torso they found, no idea. They don't talk about it. We do have that tape that's dropped off, like the mini DV tape almost, that's dropped off at the house. Callie finds it, and I don't know what that's going to be about. Obviously, it's addressed to Shauna, so is it going to be evidence? It did have the symbol on the envelope, which makes me think of Lottie. We find out Lottie is, in fact, in an institution. She was being pulled away by the police after everything that happened with Natalie in the previous season. No appearance from adult Lottie in this, which, you know, obviously makes sense. She'd be somewhere else. We find out Coach somehow survived, and then somehow now we're in spring. I'm just going to have to suspend my disbelief for that, because when that cabin burned down, it was winter. And yes, they had been hinting that spring is coming. But still, it doesn't go from being that winter to spring overnight. Like, it slowly happens. Maybe they had enough to get by. Maybe it wasn't freezing. Maybe it was cold, but they could still find a way to stay warm. Obviously, they can start a fire and stuff like that. So maybe they were able to tough it out for the month that slow transition happened. I don't know. I definitely thought it was summer. They've got chickens and animals and, you know, a little garden started. It does seem like they've stopped killing each other and eating each other, so that's a good thing, even though I'm sure Shauna wants to do that tomorrow. And, you know, they're able to hunt deer. Their hunting skills have improved. Like, it honestly, that opening scene kind of felt like they were at summer camp. They're just hanging out, you know, planning the summer solstice party, you know, doing their thing. They've got shelters built. Like, you would have to adapt, but they definitely seem to be trying to make the best of it, and, you know, having dinner and doing all of these things. Obviously, there's some cliques forming, and people are getting along with other people more than others. Shauna and Mara being a big part of that feud. Shauna being manipulative and lying, which of course we know she's done this whole time. So yeah, I don't know where that's going to go. And of course we have that last scene where Mara falls into the trap that Coach had made. Whether he thought a person would fall into it, whether he thought an animal would fall into it, I don't know. Just know that he had a creepy smile when he, you know, revealed that somebody was in there. And obviously it looked like her ankle was broken, her leg was broken, something. She was obviously injured. But everybody else thinks that Coach is dead. They think that there's no way he would have survived, because it seems impossible. You know, it looked like he was setting traps for squirrels, because he was putting little acorns and stuff in these traps. I don't know how you survive off of squirrels for an entire winter, but sure. And, you know, he finds this supply box full of, you know, all these things that he needs. It seems too good to be true that it just appears out of nowhere. Ty and Van finally are getting together again after all this time. We see them dine and dash from the restaurant. I don't know if that guy who had a heart attack is going to be okay, what that means. Ty has kind of talked about how she's, you know, this disgraced senator now. Simone wasn't in this at all. We have one brief phone call. And again, nobody else knows that Van is dying of cancer. Only Ty knows. You know, she had some paperwork that she was making Van fill out, you know, in case something happens. But again, like, they just lost Natalie. I don't know if Van's going to make it through the season, what that plan is. You know, it said she had a couple of months. We briefly had a shot of the man with no eyes. Again, that still remains to be solved. And Natalie is definitely in charge, you know, in the wilderness. She even calls herself, you know, camp counselor, banishes Mara and Shauna to their rooms, basically, and says if you can't behave, you know, you don't get to come out. You're stuck in your rooms to have a timeout. I like that they changed the intro scene a little bit. Same theme song, same premise, you know, with this VCR tape, and definitely added in some new clips. I like those subtle little changes. I don't think they need to completely change it every season, obviously, but having those little pieces, I think, makes it, you know, takes the time and energy that they said, hey, it's a new season, we're going to make a new piece for you, and I really appreciate that as a viewer. Amazing soundtrack. I'm terrified if I ever find out what that budget is, because there is some very, very popular songs that are in there. I will admit it does make it a little bit harder for editing because those things get flagged instantly, so you might not hear them in the reaction video, but in the show I really appreciate it. Just that time and place too, like having the Cherry Bomb song when she's in the bar, and having that 80s, you know, running song as Van and Ty are running away from the restaurant, they're dine and dash. Overall, I thought it was an okay episode. First episodes are tough because you're usually wrapping up some stuff from the previous season, but you're still trying to lay some breadcrumbs to start this season. Natalie, obviously we had her memorial and said goodbye to her, which is sad. I think we kind of needed her to even out the group. You know, she had this very intense energy, and her and Travis obviously had their story. We still get to see them in the wilderness, but not, you know, in present day. Lottie wasn't in this episode as an adult. We still have her in the woods. Misty obviously dealing with Natalie's death and all of those complications. Walter is still around. Callie is acting out at school, and Shauna is approving of, you know, this behavior and doesn't seem concerned. And she's like, oh, you just wanted to get back at them. Okay. Like, I'm very curious to find out what is on that tape, and hopefully we can find out some more clues in the next episode. Of course, it had the symbol. I think it was an okay start. I'm curious to see where we're going to go from here and where the rest of the season is going to go. So thank you so much for sharing and this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. I thought they were chasing her for much different reasons. Great, we still have no idea how the plane even crashed. Going through all her stuff and all her photos and everything. I don't know how he would have survived by himself in a cave on crutches in the winter. Well, I mean, she ran out of medication, like, it was inevitable. Is that what she ordered for food? Everybody grieves in different ways.